What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself. The return of Pokemon, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. I want to say I've done this game before, but at this rate, I've done so many games I don't even know anymore. I want to say yes. But either way, this is Wally's theme, Wally's emotion, followed by the Wally battle versus Wally. Both for the channel Pokeli. I love that channel. It's really cool. I guess this one, the first song leads up to the battle theme. So these are kind of like one entity. And Wally is the rival. I don't know if it's the main rival of this game or one of the rivals. Requested by Pookster Prime. Thank you. Oh, this is short. Okay, cool. I'm not even going to talk, actually, because it's only a minute 30. I want to get the feeling of getting there. Oh, it says right here. This plays when you are at Victory Road challenging Wally in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Okay, let's go. Wally emotion. Whoa. It's been a while since I've heard like slowish melodic music from Pokemon. Maybe even years. The same melody, just distorted now with the harmony on it. It's got like kind of an 80s flair to it a little bit. There's a lot of emotion behind this one. Got the guitar crying out here. You know what this song feels like? It feels like a lot of emotion builds up until like, alright then, let's fight. It is a rival after all, but you know, like, it's been a long time coming kind of thing. But it doesn't sound so much like anguish. It doesn't have like it doesn't have the same vibe as Gary, who was kind of a dick. I hated Gary. It sounds like these two were probably friends or something. You know? Yeah, it's got that heart in it. Funny enough, it kind of reminds me of like it sounds like the intro of a 90s cartoon at the same time. Like a mech cartoon. Battle Mechs 2005. I don't know if that exists. It's a short loop. Not a lot happens. So it's kind of X-Men-ish too, a little bit. I have a question. Well, I'll say it after. That'll be the first thing I ask after. Pokemon music, man. I will say this with confidence. Does not miss. And I can't believe I've been listening to Pokemon music now for almost 30 years. But not really. I heard it 30 years ago. And then lately on the channel. It's almost over. It's repetitive. I wasn't expecting that. Not a bad thing. I wanted to sandwich it. I wanted to come back to this. For some reason, this reminds me of the port city in your replicant. I forgot what it's called right now, but the lighthouse place. I can't remember what it's called right now, but whatever. That place. Okay. Yeah, so I wasn't told to hear them like that. I wanted to hear them like that because it was so short. Okay, so first question. I always ask a lot of questions. If for some reason this is your first video watching of me a Pokemon, hello. But I always ask a bunch of questions of Pokemon. But basically, long story short, TLDR, because I just feel like it's important to know this context-wise. The only Pokemon I ever played was Pokemon Yellow on my Game Boy Color, which was the Yellow edition. And I love that game. I played it a lot, and I know every song like the back of my head. What is that? Just kidding. And I know that sound of like Junichi Masuda, right? And then I just never heard it again and grew out of it, you know. I didn't stick with Pokemon. I don't know, it was like right at the time of me just well, growing up, I guess. No offense. I just was getting into junior high, and I don't know. I just had other interests, sports and stuff, guitar. So the past since I've been doing the auditorium now for 3 years, 4 years, whatever. Jeez. I've been catching up with Pokemon. Well, I've been missing out on all the gens, all the different editions and all this stuff. So I ask a lot of questions because all I have is that memory of Ash and the 151. Is it two? One? I don't know. I don't know if Togepi counts. Whatever. So, so my question here is, the next suggested video here is Zinnia battle theme, which I think I've heard. That name sounds familiar. Have I done that? I'll check in a second. But either way, it made me think. Did Pokemon eventually have multiple rivals? Or is this like a rival for Alpha Sapphire and for Mega Ruby type thing? Like there was one for each one. Or, you know what I mean? Because I just know, Gary as like the one. Regardless if it was blue, red, and... Well, actually, shit, I don't know. Is that technically true? I don't remember, but I don't know if that counts. But now that I think about it, technically, I want to say the rival in blue, red, and yellow were just called blue and red. And actually, I don't remember the rival's default name in yellow. I don't think it was Gary. And I don't think it was yellow either. Damn. Either way, that was my question. Now, as regarding Wally here, well, I mean, there's definitely an emotion here. There's like a kindness to them. They look, I don't know. It's just this image. It looks it can be deceiving. There's like a sweet, nice, calming quality to the way they look and the song. But I don't know if they're just like treacherous and this is just like one image where they look like somewhat decent. And then I noticed what I'm guessing is their Pokemon of choice kind of shares a resemblance. Looks like a little bit of an alien or something. I don't know. But he kind of reminds me of like a school kid. He's got a satchel on. Looks young. Teenager or something. But there is definitely since I've been rediscovering Pokemon music again in the past 3 years, there's been a huge absence of stuff like this to me, like this calming, nicer, slower music. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just, I'm used to the more like bombastic stuff now and the high energy stuff that the rivals usually come with. But the fact that I haven't heard a slow song like that in a while and it's attached to a rival, that's interesting. That makes me think that this is one of the more unique rivals in maybe the whole series. Who knows? There's definitely something to them that I can't put my finger on. There's a huge mystery and I don't know. The song is definitely adding to that because both songs, the main one, of course, had this emotion to it. And it was a pretty short loop. It wasn't what is the norm of like these kind of eccentric changes and this. It was just kind of like, melody, repeat a couple times, and then go back to this like chorus section, and then just sort of loop. But maybe it's a shorter fight. I don't know. But there was definitely a hint of like kind of like I miss you, or the old friend, or something personal besides just we don't like each other for whatever reason. And I think it's mostly that first song, the slower acoustic one. It's making me feel like we don't want to be fighting them, like we're reluctant to or something, So I'm getting deep with it. Really beautiful, though. Both of them. I could hear, the boss one was just like a distorted version of the original, but that was really, really nice. and makes me hopeful even more for Pokemon music because it always delivers. But it's nice that they can still do these kind of like nice ballad things because I haven't heard it in a long time. It's been a while. I don't remember the last time I heard a nice like sweet song in Pokemon besides 1998. Maybe no, I don't think any of the recent auditorium ones have been slow or nice at all. Well, nice is a bad word to describe it. Anyways, let me know what's up. Pokemon fans love to go off completely on all the questions I ask and then some. So let me know what's up with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. What gen is that? Yeah. Damn. Pokemon. I heard two huge Nintendo IPs today. Donkey Kong and now Pokemon. Jeez. Okay. Thank you to Pookster and thanks to everyone you see on screen. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. I will see you later.